Hare Krishna Mataji Sadhar Pranam. We'll wait till 6:35 and then we'll start.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So, what did we do yesterday? We did what story? What did we do yesterday? Bhagavad Gita class. What you don't like? Huh? It was not something that you don't like. So, how many of you revised the shloka? Yes? How many of you revised the shloka? Can you tell me? Yes? What was the shloka yesterday? It was from 8.15, right? Bhagavad Gita shloka 8.15. What was it? Mam upetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Napnuvanti mahatmanah samsiddhim paramam gataha. So, the one who attains me will never come back to this world. And how is this world? It is dukkhalayam, full of misery, and it is ashashvat. There is nothing permanent here. Everything is temporary. Right? Yes. So today we are going to do what? Story? No. Samita says no. No. Litika, no. Okay, then what are we doing today? What are we doing today? We are going to learn about the calendar today. Yeah, and how are we going to do it? We're going to do like how it would be as if we were in a class. Okay, you are confused why it is not a katha today? Because apart from katha, there are still so many other things that you need to learn. Because now, see, it's been already so many weeks that we have gone by, right? Now we're going towards, after a few more weeks, you will go towards your advanced class now. Yeah. So you'll go from a lower KG to a higher KG very soon. Yeah. You'll get a promotion very soon. You answer your exams, all your tests very well, right? So you'll start getting a promotion very soon. So this is a preparation for that. Okay. So then what are we doing here? So we're revising for that. Okay. We're learning a little bit and then we're going to revise on that. So what is that? How to revise the shloka? I haven't received it on WhatsApp. Ma'am, could you please see the message? The children are saying that they haven't received the shloka yet. When will they expect? When should they expect it? Shilpi,
Yes,
ma'am.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Shilpi here. We'll share
Yes.
soon.
Okay. So, ma'am is saying that we will share it soon. Okay. All right. Till then, you can open Google. You can search there BG. BG stands for Bhagavad Gita. So you can put in BG 8.15 and you'll get the shloka on Google. Okay. So you can read it from there and learn it. You can hear it. You can put the speaker on from there and you can learn it. Okay. All right. So today, what are we doing? We're learning the, yes, it is the verse. It is the verse which is 8.15, which I just now read out. It is that verse. Okay. So today we're learning the Sanatan Vedic calendar. What is the meaning of Sanatan? Sanatan is something that never ends. It is always there. So uh, something that's always been there. There is no starting. We don't know what is the starting of that. Okay, so it was always there. So, what does the English calendar have? It has something like in January there are 31 days. Then in February there are 28 days. Then March again has 31 days. So it has got the fixed number of days in those months over there, right? So, which is the first month of this calendar? Which is the first month? Who can tell me? Put it in the chat box quickly. Yes, January is the first month. So, here what happens, this is the English calendar, okay, but we are going as per the Sanatan calendar, which is the Hindu calendar. Okay, as per this, what happens, this goes as per the astronomy, as per the moon, as per the stars, as per the revolution, the rotation. It looks at it geographically, but the English calendar is not got no relation at all with the astronomy at all. Okay, so here what happens? They have a fixed number of days and they have the year made up with that. Then in February, what happens? One extra day is there, right? We have it as 29 days in February, once in every 4 years. Correct? Because of the adjustment, quarter days of the 3 years, and then finally it becomes one day. And that's how it becomes 29 days in February. Correct? Here also we have something like that as per the Sanatan calendar. So we will see how that works. So as per the moon, the way it rotates, as per the rotation, it has a particular time period which makes one day. Okay, so these many hours it takes, it will complete. Then it is called as one day. So it depends on the rotation. It does not depend on a day as from morning, as in the night 12 o'clock, the day starts, and then it ends at 11:55, 11:59 in the night. It's not like that. 24 hours we have the time. It's not like that. As per the Sanatan calendar, it is as per the rotation of the revolution of the moon. Okay. So as per the moon, whatever time it takes to revolve, that much time makes one day. So one day, one day, it makes one month. Now in 1 month, how many days do we have as per this calendar, Sanatan calendar? We will have 30 days. Okay. So those 30 days are made up of 1 month. And those 30 days, if you see on the picture behind, yeah, on the screen, what can you see on the screen there? Okay. Here on the screen, it shows you twice. Okay, two columns are there, and both the columns are showing you Pratipada here also on the right side also, right? So why are you seeing it two times? Why do you have Pratipada on the left side and on the right side? Why is it there twice? Yes, anybody is able to observe that and tell me why we have written it twice? Put it on the chat box and tell me quickly why are we having it twice there? Quickly, let me see who's coming up with answers. I have no answers still because it is the same. Okay, day and night. All right. During waning and waxing process. Very good. Waning and waxing process is the correct answer. Okay. Now, what does this mean? If you look at the heading, can you see on the page, the heading of the page? What does it say? Bright half. And then it says dark half. One side it says Shukla Paksh and one is the Krishna Paksh. Right? So, that is the main difference. The days will be called, the numbering will be the same of the days. Okay. See, it starts from 1. Pratipada is 1. So it starts from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Till there it is the same. Look at the last column, the 15th one. It says one is Purnima and one is Amavasya, right? So there is the difference over there. All right. Okay. One moment. Okay. Now what we will do, we will take it as if we were in Anmay, could you please put your doubt on the chat box, beta? Yes, it is because of the darkness and brightness. Yes, Abantika. It is not as per day and night. It is not as per that. It is as per the darkness and the brightness. Shukla Paksh, Shukla means it is bright. And Krishna means, how does Krishna look? He is dark, right? Main kyun kala, Radha kyun gori, he sings a song, right? So main kyun kala, he says. So Krishna Paksh means it is the darker side. All right. So here what happens? As if you were in a KG class, we will go by that. And what are we going to do here? We're going to learn all the numbers here. Okay. All of us together, we will do it, but without making any noise and no shouting. We will unmute everybody. All of you will say it along with me. All right. I will say it first and then you will repeat it. So let's learn all the numbers first. Okay. This is something which is a little difficult. So I would like you to concentrate and you will have enough and more questions on this particular topic in your test for the coming week. And I'm sure about that. I don't know what the questions in the test will be. So I'm not leaking out the paper here. Okay. But then, as far as I understand, there will be enough questions on this topic. So concentrate and keep your ears open. Okay. Navami. Yes, beta. 9 is called Navami. Okay. What Purnima means solar eclipse and Amavasya means lunar eclipse. Better we're not talking about the eclipse here. We're talking about only the moon movements, how much of the moon is seen, whether it is more or less. In the coming screens, I will show you the picture on that. Okay. Now let's read the numbers, all of them, one by one. I will say it and you will repeat it. Okay. Mataji, could you please unmute everybody? Let's see how it works out.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So we're going to start now.
Ma'am,
Has
your
somebody?
voice is double.
Yes, even I can hear it. Has somebody put the speaker on?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. लेकिन सबकी वॉइस डबल हो रही है.
Something is wrong.
Ma'am, someone has joined from two devices. Maybe.
Possible. Unmute. Okay. Doesn't look like it's working. If anybody has put on two devices, better you need to switch off one. Otherwise, you will have to say it on mute. I will say it and then I will ask somebody about the numbers. Okay. Okay. Anmay, the spelling there is incorrect. It is Navami. See on the right side, it is written correctly. On the left side, there's a spelling mistake. Okay. All right. So what is one called here? It is called Pratipada. Okay. Ekam or Pratipada is one. 2, Dvitiya. 3, Tritiya. 4, Chaturthi. 5, Panchami. 6, Shashti. 7, Saptami. 8, Ashtami. 9, Navami. 10, Dashami. 11, Ekadashi. 12, Dwadashi. 13, Trayodashi. 14, Chaturdashi. And 15th is, depending on which phase we are in, it will be either Purnima or Amavasya. Okay. Avantika, please put your question in the chat box, beta. Okay. So what is the first one? First one is Pratipada. Okay. You are on mute. I want to see all of you saying it at your end, staying on mute. Okay. What is one called? Let me see your lip sync. Yes, Pratipada, or it is also called Ekam. Then second one is Dvitiya. Second is Dvitiya. 3, Tritiya. Chaturthi, 4. Okay. 5 is Panchami. 6, Shashti. 7, Saptami. 8, Ashtami. 9, Navami. 10, Dashami. Okay. 11, Ekadashi. 12, Dwadashi. 13, Trayodashi. 14, Chaturdashi. And 15th will be Purnima or Amavasya. Yes, very good. All those with the videos on, I have seen what you are saying. Yes. Nishant, I heard you also. Okay. All right. Now, what is two called? What is two called? Put it on the chat box quickly. What is two called here as per this calendar? What is two?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can we ask one by one? I think it will not be double this time.
Hopefully. Okay. Let's
Hare
try.
Krishna.
Ask anybody, ma'am. Just pick anybody's name. Whoever is put on the videos, you can ask anybody.
Okay, Mataji. I'm doing.
Okay.
Hasini.
What is two called?
Hmm.
If you do twice, that is called 2, is it? What is it? Okay, we have some answers here. Palaksi, put on your video, beta. Put on your video. Let's see your face, and then give us your answer. No? Anybody else? Okay, we have some answers here in the chat box. It is called Dvitiya. It is not Ditiya. It is not Ditiya. It is called Dvi, the and va. Okay, it is called Dvitiya. Okay. So what is 2 called? Dvitiya. So Avantika and Anmay, then Smira and Ivan. Palaksi. All these people have given the correct answers. Okay. And Nishant as well. Nishant, Anmay, Likita. Oh, I think we're having lots of people here. Okay. All right. So 2 is called Dvitiya. What is 12? What is 12 as per this calendar? What is 12?
See. See.
Who is speaking? Who is talking here?
I think it's Lokin, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, Avantika, it is not Dashadi, beta, it is Dva Dashi. Dva means 2. Dashami is 10, right? So Dasha means 10. So 2 plus 10 will be 12. Okay. So that is Dvadashi. So Dvitiya means 2 and Dvadashi means 12. 10 plus 12. Okay. So what is 2? 2 is called Dvadashi and 12 is Dvadashi. Yes? Is it correct? What I'm saying is right? No. 2 is called Dvitiya and 12 is called Dvadashi. Correct? So you have a dash when you write 12. So Dva and Dashi, that is called 12. And when it is 2, it is called Dvitiya. That's all. Okay. So whenever you add a dash to the number, Chaturdash, Panchami, it says 5, Panchadash, then it will become 15 because you're adding 10 to it. Okay. All right. So now who will tell me what is 8? Okay. Ma'am is going to pick somebody for this answer. Okay. Let's see
Nishant?
who is going to. Who is it?
Nishant.
Ma'am, I forgot.
But I did not hear you.
Ma'am, I forgot the answer.
What is the answer?
Ma'am, I forgot the answer.
You forgot the answer. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Avantika Prabhu?
Ma'am, Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, 8 is called as Ashtami.
Very good. 8 is called as Ashtami. Hari Bol. Next. Next. What is 14 called? Now who is going to be picked up? So many hands up, is it? Let's see who ma'am is giving a turn to.
Anmay?
Ma'am, I don't remember the answer, but I can try.
Okay, try it.
Ma'am, it was starting from Z, but I don't remember the other.
Chaturanmay, is it? Okay, all right. Ma'am, could we pick somebody else?
Yes, ma'am. Just doing. Ibhan? Hare Krishna, Ibhan.
Where is Ziban? Not to be seen.
Okay. Palakshi Senapati.
14 is called Chaturdashi.
Very, very good. It is Chaturdashi. Chatur means 4 and Dash is 10. So it is Chaturdashi. Okay. So we're already going to be running out of time. We'll cut it short here. We'll go through the numbers one more time and we'll go to the next one after this. Okay. All right. So one is called Pratipada or Ekam. Pratipada, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dashami, Ekadashi, Dvadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, and Purnima or Amavasya. Okay. So these are all the numbers that we have. All right. So if we have time at the end, we will come at that time and see the numbers again. Okay. Now we have this page. See, what is our this today? It's only having 4 pages. That is all we have. But to learn that, it's going to take so much of time. Even 1 hour is going to be less. Okay. So we have something here which looks like a full moon and a new moon in that picture. Can you see? Can you see that one side is showing as the dark side, one is showing as the brighter side? Yes. So if you see on top, it's written Shukla Paksh and down it is written as Krishna Paksh. The half of the circle on top is Shukla Paksh and half of the semicircle down is called Krishna Paksh. Okay. So it depends on the movement of the moon. How much of the moon we can see and how much we cannot see. Depending on that, we have it named as different days. Okay. So if we start with now after Amavasya, which is the first number, what is the first number? How does the number start? What is the first number? Let me see who's saying it. Yes, what is the first number? Let me see your lips. Yes, Nishant is saying Pratipada. Yes, very good. Okay, one is called Pratipada. Okay, so Hasini, it is called Pratipada. Yes, okay. So it will start from there, Pratipada. Then it will go to the next one. It says Dvitiya. Okay, Tritiya. Can you see that? When it is on Pratipada, it is on new moon. The whole moon is black in color, right? And if you see the next picture, see the one on top of new moon. What can you see? You can see a little bit of the moon, right? You can see a crescent moon there, correct? So that is called as Pratipada, the first day. Okay. Then after that, you have a little more of the moon. It is written as S2 over there. Can you see in the circle? It says S2. Yes, on top, on the dark side, on top of the circle. Yes, the top part of the circle says S2. That is called Dvitiya. Okay, are you able to see it better now? No, it's going blurred. Okay, and then it says S3. What is S3? It is Tritiya. So you can see a little more of the moon. And then Chaturthi, you can see some more of the moon. So as you can see more and more and more of the moon, the numbers are increasing. After Chaturthi, there is S5, it says Panchami. Then you have Shashti. Shashti and Saptami. Saptami is S8. You can see a little bit of curve on Saptami. But on Ashtami, you can see half of the moon, right? So half is dark and half is bright. So it is saying on S8 as Ashtami, which is exactly on top of the Shukla Paksh, which is written there. Can you see? Are you able to see? Where Shukla Paksh is written, see right on top of that? It says Ashtami. Then it goes, slowly, it goes becoming more and more bright. Okay. Then it becomes Navami, Dashami, Ekadashi, Dwadashi, and when it comes to Trayodashi, you're able to see even more of the moon. Only little part of the moon is dark in color. Then you have Chaturdashi. So you're almost able to see the moon, and Purnima has full moon. So if you see on the right side, it is written as full moon. Are you able to see that? Yes? Okay. Okay. So that is how we go. And then from the full moon, it will go again. Again, it will start. Can you see the lower part of the page? Can you see it is written as Pratipada there? Again, it goes Pratipada, Dvitiya, Tritiya. Can you see there? K2, K3, K4. Yes? Are you able to read that? You're able to read it? Yes. So the numbers go like that. And then it comes to Dvadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi. And then it comes to Amavasya again. So can you tell me how many Amavasya and how many full moons in this picture are there? How many full moons and how many half moons can you see in that picture there? Okay. I'm not able to see the full picture. Okay, now it is better. Okay. Okay. So, how many are there? Did anybody give the correct answer here? No, everyone is saying you can see two full moons and two Amavasyas in the picture. Yes. Yes. Did you see two full moons? Can you tell me where the full moons are? Can you read it and tell me? Yes. Sarah is all laughing and laughing. Yes. There is only one full moon and there is only one this new moon. Okay. Let me see. See, I don't have a correct circle, but I'll try to make one quickly and see if I can help you with that. Okay. I'll get one pencil and I'll try to help you quickly with that. Okay. See the moon. You can see the moon like this. Yeah. So when it is this is the complete white part of the moon, it will be full moon. Correct. So that is what is written as Purnima. So there is only one Purnima in this picture. Okay. And then it will start. And then from Purnima, it will go Pratipada, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi. Okay. So what happens? So when it is Pratipada, the only a little part of the moon is blocked. Okay. And then when it is Dvitiya, a little more of the moon. And then Tritiya, a little more. Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, then Saptami, Ashtami. So when it is Ashtami, half of the moon is blocked over there, right? Half of the moon is blocked, half is dark and half is bright. And then it goes Shashti, Navami, Dashami. Okay. And then what is it after Dashami? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what is it after Dashami? Quickly put it on the chat box. Quickly put it on the chat box. What is it after Dashami? Ekadashi. And after Ekadashi is Dwadashi, Trayodashi. Then Chaturthi. And after the Chaturthi, what do we get? We get no moon at all. It is just black in color. I don't think you're able to see it black. Try to do it. Okay. So, yes, very good. I've got so many answers. So many of you are awake, is it? Very good. I like it. Okay. So what do we see here? At the from the full moon, it became a dark moon. And then now, after you cannot see the moon at all. Now what happens? A little bit of the moon can be seen now. Okay. So it is completely dark. It is new moon or it is Amavasya. From Amavasya, what will happen? You will be able to see a little bit of the moon. Okay. Again, the count will start. After the Amavasya, again count starts. What will the count start with? What will the count start with? Who can tell me how the count is going to start? Which number the count is going to start with? Quickly, quickly. 14, no? Yes, it is Pratipada, correct. So, when it is Pratipada, you'll be able to see a little bit of the moon. Okay, then Dvitiya, Tritiya, okay, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami. Okay, either you're able to see me or the picture it looks like. Yes, okay. Then it will go a little by little, it will go, it'll be half when it is Saptami and Ashtami, okay, and then Navami, Dashami, then Ekadashi, Dwadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturthi, and finally you can see the full moon there. Yes, what is the full moon called? It is called Pratipada. So what happened in this whole thing? We did the count twice, right? when the moon went like this, it goes dark and dark and dark and dark and dark. It started with Purnima. Okay, it started with Amavasya and then it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we got no moon at all. It became what? We started from a full moon and it went to no moon. And then we started seeing little bit and it started getting brighter again. So when we go from the bright to the darker side, what is it called? From the bright to the darker side, what is it called? Quickly put it on the chat box. When we go it from the dark to the brighter side, sorry, from the brighter to the darker side, what is it called? From bright, when you can see the full moon and it is going dark and dark and dark, what is it called? It is going towards the dark side. So it is called Krishna Paksh. When it is going towards the darker side, it will be Krishna Paksh. When you can see more and more and more and more of the moon, it becomes brighter, brighter, brighter. It is going towards the Shukla Paksh. Okay, Shukla is bright, correct? And Krishna means dark. So when it is going dark, 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 it is what? Krishna Paksh. And then when it is going brighter, 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 it is? When it is going towards the full moon side, it is Shukla Paksh. Okay. So now you tell me, who is Shukla? It is not anybody's name. Shukla means it is white color. Okay, it is bright. It is bright. Shukla is bright and Krishna is dark. That is all it means. So now, out of these, how many numbers are there? We counted from Pratipada Ekam 1 and we reached till what? Chaturthi and then we got Amavasya. So how many days were there? What was the count there? It was 15. Then from there again we started with Pratipada Ekam and then we reached the full moon side. Okay, Chaturdashi and then full moon. So then how many days we got? Another 15 days. So 15 plus 15 is how many days? 30 days altogether, right? So that made 1 month. So how many full moons did we get now? Who can tell me quickly? How many full moons did we see? Quickly in the chat box. Smera doesn't want to put anything in the chat box. She's already made a hand up to show that it is 1 there. Very good. How many answers did I get? Not much. People are still sleeping. Yeah, look like they were awake, but they're really not awake. Okay. All right. So this is how the count goes. Okay. Now who can tell me if we are going from the brighter side to the darker side, what is it called? What is it called? Quickly put it in the chat box. If we are going from the darker side to the brighter side, if we are going from the darker side to the brighter side, what is it called? What is it called? Quickly put it. From the darker side to the brighter side. Quickly, quickly. I got only 2, 3 answers. Fast, 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 fast. Let's not waste time. We got one more page. Okay, someone is saying Amavasya. Someone is saying Shukla Paksh. Okay, it is Shukla because we are going from the darker to the brighter side. When we are going from dark to bright, it is called Shukla. So it is called Shukla Paksh. And if we go like this and we make it dark, then what happens? We're going towards the new moon side. It is called Krishna Paksh. Okay. So now if the moon is half covered, okay, if the moon is half covered exactly, half bright and half dark, we are going from the dark to the brighter side. Okay, we are, listen carefully. We are going from the dark side to the bright side. Okay, so what is it called? If we are going from the darker to the brighter side, what is it called? Shukla Paksh, right? So now the moon is half covered. Okay, you can see only half of the moon. Half is bright and half is dark. So which day do you think it is? Which day do you think it is? Quickly put it on the chat box. Fast, 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 fast. We are going from the darker to the brighter side, which is called Shukla Paksh. And we can see only half of the moon. Very, very good. We're getting answers. Ashtami, correct. Yes. So when it is Ashtami, you can see half of the moon. Right. And this is Shukla Paksh Ashtami. So with this Ashtami is coming in which Paksh? It is coming in Shukla Paksh. Okay. Now if we go from the brighter side to the darker side, what will happen? Then it will become Krishna Paksh Ashtami. Okay. So if we are coming from the brighter side to the darker side, it will become Krishna Paksh Ashtami. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the date today? Can you tell me, as per this, whatever we learned, this calendar, what is the date today? Can anybody tell me which day it is? Yeah, we learned all these days, right? The count. Yes, we learned the count. So, as per this count, which day is it? Can anyone tell me quickly? Think fast and tell me at the end of the session. Okay. Now we have another slide here. Okay. This is explaining to you how the moon looks like, right? So you can see in the Shukla Paksh, it is completely dark and it is just a little bit of the moon that you can see. And then it is going brighter side. And then you can see in the middle of the page, it is showing the full moon, right? So that is the waxing moon or the Shukla Paksh. Correct? And then it is going towards the darker side. The moon is becoming smaller. It is called the waning or the Krishna Paksh. So that's what we learned all this while, right? Okay. I'm not sure how many of you understood. I'm not sure how many of you learned. Yes. And I'm not sure how many of you slept. But let's see at the end of the session with some question answers. Okay. So I will ask one by one, not on the chat box. I will have ma'am call out to somebody and we will ask questions. Okay. We will learn a little more first. Okay. Now here we have the names of months here in Hindi and in Sanskrit. Okay. Now, what is the first month of the year? First month of the year is January, right? Now, what is this given in this calendar here? Yeah, this calendar is wrong. Anmay, calendar is wrong. He gets all the mistakes. Yes. Okay, it is not wrong. As per the Hindu calendar, it starts in March. It starts a few days before the March ends, and then half of April. Okay, so that is called that is where the first month of the year starts. Okay, so the first month is called, we'll read all the Sanskrit months first. Okay, it is called Chaitraha. Okay, I will say the words, all right, then I will ask you one by one. Okay, because it's resounding, somebody is using twice, two devices, or some problem is there, right? So we're not able to do it together. Yes, it is also called Yugadi, which is the meaning. Yug ki Adi means it's starting of the new Yug. It is the new Yug that starts. So you celebrate Yugadi, right? Okay. The first one is Chaitraha. Listen carefully. I'm going to ask you. Okay. Chaitraha, Vaishakhaha, Jeshtaha, Ashadaha, Shravanaha, Bhadrapadaha, Ashwinaha, कार्तिकः मार्गशीर्षः पौषः माघः and the last one is falgunah. Okay, I'll read it one more time for you. Chaitraha, that is the first month. And which is the last month in this page? Put it on the chat box quickly. Which is the last month? As per this calendar, which is the last month? Quickly. Wake up. Wake up quickly, wake up. What is the name of the month? Only two correct answers. Three. That's all. Everyone else is sleeping. Wow. Hasini, better, what is your doubt? Put it in the chat box quickly. Or you can ask at the end of the session, okay? All right. So between Feb to March, the month that falls there is called Falgunaha, and that is the last month of the year. Okay. First one is Chaitraha, Vaishakhaha, Jeshtaha, Ashadaha, Shravanah, Bhadrapadah, Ashwinah, Kartikah, Margashirshah, Paushah, Maghah, and the last one is Falgunah. Okay, now put it in the chat box quickly. Which is the month what is the month called which falls between August and September? As per this calendar, which month falls between August and September? All funny answers I'm getting, huh? Nobody is giving me proper answers at all. Yes? Between August and September, it is called Bhadrapad. Right? Can you see on the page there? Between August and September, it is called Bhadrapadaha. Yes? September and October is Ashvinaha. Did you get it? Yes? Okay. Vaishakha falls in which months? Can you tell me quickly in the chat box? Vaishakha. Come on, fast, 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 fast. Fastest finger first. Let's see. April and May. Yes. April and May is Vaishakha. Okay. January and February is which month? January and February. Which month is it? What is that month called? January and February is which month? Okay, I'm not sure if there is any spelling mistake in these messages that you guys have sent here. It is called Magha. Okay, if you're able to read Hindi, you can see it is Ma and it is Gha. Okay, so it is called Magha. Okay, somebody's written math, somebody's written Madha. So I'm not sure if that's a mistake, but it is called Magha. Okay, all right. Between June and July, which month is it? Fast, fast, fast. June and July. Let's see who comes first with the answer. June, July is called which month? June, July. Avantika, between June and July, which month is it, beta? Okay. Fast, fast, fast. I got only 3-4 answers. What about the rest of them? How many of them are there in the class today? Only 3-4 people are there. Yes, Ashadha. That is the correct answer. Okay. All right. Which is the month when generally Diwali is celebrated? Diwali falls between when? October, November? Yes. So which is that month? Yes, Kartikaha. Very good. Smera, Lokin. That's all. Only 2 people know it. Nishant. That's all. That's all. Palaksi. Very good. Fast, fast, fast. Anmay, Avantika. Very good. So you guys are learning it, right? All right. Now, what we will do. Okay. We'll come back to our question now. Okay, I had asked you a question. What day is it today? Okay, so now that you learned the names of the months, what are we going to do here? You need to tell me the name of the month that we are in and the day. So the count of the day you need to tell me. Okay, whether it is Pratipada, Dvitiya, or it is Dashami, what is it today? You have to tell me that. Okay, so ma'am is going to pick somebody here. All right. You don't need to raise your hand. Ma'am is just going to randomly pick somebody who switched on the videos. All right. Yes. So ma'am, could you please pick somebody to answer this question?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Lithika. K. Lithika Shriya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Litika.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, mm,
Okay. First, you want to tell me the month, or you want to tell me the day, the count?
the day.
Okay. What day are we on?
This is Krishna Paksha Tritiya.
We are on Chaturthi today.
Chaturthi. Okay.
Okay. We just passed by the full moon, right? And now we are going towards the new moon. So we are going towards the darker side. So what is it going to be? It will be Krishna Paksh, right?
Yes,
So full moon, Gaur Purnima we celebrated, right? Last week. Yes, you had special sessions on that day. Correct. So from the full moon, we are going towards the darker side now. So that will be the Krishna Paksh. And then what day are we on? We are on Chaturthi after that day. Okay. Then which month are we on?
Chaitra.
Yes, we are on. Actually, we are on Falgun as of now because some part of March is also in Falgun, right? So we haven't finished that yet. So from the full moon, it is going to go towards Chaturdashi, and then it will end there. Then it will start with the next month. Okay. All right. So you don't have to get into so much of details, but as for an exercise, what you can do, as per your date of birth, you can find out which day it falls on and what is the month it is on, right? So you can practice that for yourself and at home. Okay. All right. Now we will ask questions one by one. Let's see. Okay. Everybody saw the answers, right? Before asking the questions, you saw the answers. Okay, ma'am. If anybody has doubts, please finish with your doubts first, then we'll ask some questions. Anybody has doubts here? Yes? Raise your hands. Hasani, do you have any doubt, beta? No? Yes, Hasani?
Is English calendar and Hindu's calendar different between two?
Between the two of them, is it different? You're asking, are the two calendars different?
Yeah.
Yes, they are different, right? That is why we are learning here. As per the English calendar, they have fixed number of days, right? But then as per Hindu calendar, it is not like that. What does the Sanatan calendar say? That it depends on the moon. How much time the moon takes to revolve, that much time forms one day. Okay. So it may be
Okay.
sometimes 24 hours, sometimes it may be 23 and hours and few minutes. So it can be a little long or short. Okay, that reminds me. Um, Before I forget, I'll take your doubts. There's one small thing that I want to tell you. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have in February, Hasani, mute yourself, beta. Okay. Now in February, we have 29 days, right? As per the English calendar. So, like I mentioned in the beginning, even as per the Sanatan calendar, we have something extra. So what happens now as per the moon to give the correct setting of the moon, what happens? It piles up some number of hours and then it forms a few number of days and totally it forms a few number of days to form 1 month. Okay, so that one extra month happens to come after every 3 years. Like you get one extra day in February, 29 days after every 4 years. Similarly, you have one Adhik Mas, one extra month. Mas means month. Okay, you have one extra month that comes after every 3 years. This happened 2 years ago. Now you're going to get it again next year. So last time, 2 years ago, it was somewhere in June and maybe July. I don't remember exactly. And now coming forward, the next year, that is in 2026, I think it's going to come probably in May and June. Okay, so that month, what is special about it? Can anybody tell me what is special about Adhik Mas? It is also called as Purushottam Mas. Okay, so what do you think is special about that Mas? What is special about that month? Quickly put it on the chat box. Does anybody know it? What is the answer? It is a spiritual month. Why? Why is it a spiritual month? It is an extra month. That is why it is Adhik Mas. That is the reason for that is because it is the favorite month of Krishna. Okay, Krishna loves that month. Okay, and in that month, there is nothing else to celebrate, but you only and only have devotion happening in that 1 month. Okay, you're only thinking and talking about the Lord, you're only chanting, you're only hearing stories and glories about the Lord. That is all what happens in that month. All right. Yes, it is a favorite month of Krishna. Ma'am, could you please take the doubts now? Continue with it.
Yes, ma'am. Avantika Prabhu.
Ma'am, like I didn't understand which month was Krishna's favorite month.
It is called Adhik. Adhik means extra, right? More. So it is called Adhik. In Hindi,
Ma'am,
you
like
say Adhik. Yes.
Adhik,
Yes.
right?
Adhik. Adhik.
Ma'am, like in English calendar, which month it is?
It doesn't come in the English calendar. That is the fun because it doesn't go as per the moon, right? It just has fixed number of days. Somebody said, okay, January this many days, February these many days, and they have just fixed it there. But this is not as per that. This is as per the astronomy, as per the moon, right? So that is why it is different in the Sanatan calendar. Okay.
Ma'am,
So it
as
is
well,
called
you're going to ask the questions about the days, right?
hmm,
Yeah,
about the days.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, you tell me. Since Avantika, you're there, can you tell me what is 4 called? Ma'am, could you please unmute Avantika?
Yes, ma'am. Doing.
Thank you, ma'am. It's I think
Uh, answer is not there, baby, don't hunt.
Chaturthi.
Yes, it is called Chaturthi. Okay, next person. Hemakshi has a doubt? No? Done? Done with the doubts? Ma'am,
Himakshi. Himakshi, please unmute yourself. You got an option. You're on mute again.
Um,
yes, but I can hear you. Yes.
the last slide.
Hmm. Where we have the months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are two months gather to a name?
Yes, a few days of June and a few days of July form 1 month. So similarly, a few days of March and a few days of April form 1 month. So it is not 1st March to 31st March 1 month. It's not like that. Okay. A few days of March and a few days of April together form 1 month. And it all depends on the moon again, how much time it takes to revolve. Depending on that, depending on that revolution, the month will start and it will end. So there is not a specific date to say, okay, it starts every year, it will start on March 17th and it will end on 16th April. It is not like that. Every year it might change. Today it might this year it might be April 16th, March 16th, that it will start. Next year it may start on maybe 22nd March. So it all depends on the moon. Okay. Is it fine, Hemakshi?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now can you tell me what is 12 called in the as per the Hindu the numbers? What is 12 called? Quickly.
Um, Devadashi.
It is called Dwadashi. What is it? Dwadashi. Okay. All right. Yes. Anybody, Anme, you have a question?
Ma'am, like, why are 2 months together in the Hindu calendar months?
That is the reason, beta. Depending on the moon, depending on the revolution of the moon, it starts and ends on different days. Now, see, we are learning as per the English calendar. That is why we are getting confused here. But if we never had the English calendar, we had only the Sanatan calendar, this confusion wouldn't be there at all, right? Now, if you see in places like
Yes,
Nepal, they
ma'am.
use the Sanatan calendar. They don't use the English calendar, so they know it better
Places
than us.
like,
Sorry,
places like,
this is like means
places like
places like Nepal.
Nepal.
Yes. So they say Chaitra Mas. Which month we are in? They say Ashwin Mas. They don't say October. They don't say November. They don't use it like that. So they don't get confused. We get confused because we use the English calendar. Okay. We're running out of time, beta. Anybody else has any other doubts? Anybody else? Okay, you need to look at this very carefully, this chart over here which we have, and make sure you understand this chart very well. When we are going from the darker to the brighter side, it is called Shukla Paksh. And when it is going towards the darker side, it is called Krishna Paksh. When it is going towards the darker, dark, it gets totally dark, then it is Krishna Paksh. Okay? And from Krishna Paksh, it will come to the Shukla Paksh by becoming bright again. Okay? So before you answer the test, make sure you go through all your notes properly, whatever is sent to you, and then you answer the test. It is going to be a very tricky one. Okay, it's not going to be so easy. You won't get any answers on Google search. Okay, so don't think that you're going to search there and you're going to get any answers. You'll have to make sure you learn them. All right. Okay. So now we'll have to end the session. Ma'am, please unmute everybody. Let's say the Hare Krishna Mahamantra once quickly.
Yes, ma'am, doing.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, let's say the Mahamantra now.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna to
Krishna, Hare Hare,
everybody.
Hare.
Okay. So, Hare Krishna to everybody. Okay, learn well and answer your test well. Okay, and very, very sure you will get questions on these. So, make sure you learn them properly. All right. See you in the next class. Ma'am, ready to end the session?
Yes, ma'am. We can end. Hare Krishna, everyone.